You know that pungent little bulb in your kitchen, the one we call garlic? Well, it's so much more than just a way to spice up your dinner. It's actually an ancient medicine, a magical charm, and a global superstar with a history as layered as the bulb itself. So let's start peeling.
And that's really the big question we're tackling here. How did this one humble plant from Central Asia, sometimes called the stinking rose, become this absolute global phenomenon? How did it get so essential to our food, our health, and even our wildest stories?
To get to the bottom of it, we have to go way, way back. I'm talking about the very dawn of civilization. See, garlic isn't some new health trend. It's one of humanity's oldest and most trusted companions.
The timescale we're talking about here is just incredible. We have records on clay tablets showing garlic was being farmed in Mesopotamia at least 4,000 years ago. It was so precious in ancient Egypt that they found perfectly preserved cloves right inside King Tut's tomb. And the Romans? They were convinced it gave their soldiers and sailors strength and courage, so they ate it all the time. This wasn't just food, this was fuel for building empires.
And garlic's power wasn't just about making you strong, it was seen as this amazing medicine. The famous Roman physician, Galen, who lived back in the 2nd century, he called it the rustic's theriac, which basically means a cure-all for the common person. That tells you just how deep its reputation as a healer was, even back then.
And its influence was absolutely everywhere. It's mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, with the Israelites wandering in the desert, actually missing the garlic they used to eat in Egypt. The ancient Greeks would leave it at crossroads as an offering to Hecate, the goddess of magic. There are even historical accounts that say it was a key part of the diet for the laborers who built the Great Pyramids. It was just completely woven into the fabric of daily life, religion, and work.
So, as civilizations rose and fell over the centuries, garlic's reputation just kept growing and changing. It walked this really fascinating line between the mystical and the medicinal. Between something that could scare off a monster and something that could actually cure a disease.
So on the one hand, you have all the folklore. We've all heard the stories, right? Central European legends are just packed with tales of garlic being the ultimate weapon against vampires, werewolves, and all sorts of evil. People would wear it, hang it in their windows, even rub it on their keyholes for protection. But then, on the other hand, you have this very real, very practical tradition of folk medicine, where that exact same clove of garlic was being used to treat everything from a simple cold to really serious diseases like smallpox.
And this wasn't just a European thing, not at all. Arabian herbalists, Indian Ayurvedic practitioners, African folk healers, they all, completely independently, came to the same conclusion. Garlic was a powerful remedy. And then, finally, in 1858, all of that ancient wisdom got a scientific seal of approval when the scientist Louis Pasteur proved that garlic had antiseptic, or bacteria-killing properties. It was a huge moment.
So for thousands of years, people knew garlic worked. They just had no idea why. And that brings us to the incredible chemistry that's been hiding inside every single clove this whole time.
It's a fantastic question, right? Because here's the thing. A whole, intact clove of garlic doesn't really have that strong, pungent smell we all know. The magic and the science, it only happens when its cell walls get damaged.
It's this really elegant and super fast chemical reaction. The moment you crush or chop or chew a piece of garlic, you're breaking open its cell walls. This lets an enzyme called alliinase mix with a compound called alliin. And instantly, that alliinase converts the alliin into a brand new, very powerful compound. And that new compound is called allicin. This is the secret weapon. Allicin is what gives raw garlic that hot feeling in your mouth and that powerful aroma. And it's also the source of those amazing antimicrobial and antioxidant effects that healers and doctors had been observing for thousands of years.
So get this. The very same chemical reaction that made garlic this incredible folk medicine is actually the plant's own self-defense. It evolved this pungent blast of allicin to keep pests from eating it. It just so happens that we humans found that defense mechanism to be incredibly useful, and of course, absolutely delicious.
And that brings us right into the modern era, where garlic has pretty much completed its world conquest. It's moved from the medicine cabinet to become an undisputed king of the global kitchen.
The amount of garlic we grow today is just staggering. In 2023, China alone produced over 20 million tons of it. That's more than double what the rest of the entire world grew, combined.
So altogether, the world grew nearly 29 million tons of garlic. That's an incredible testament to how much we all love it. It's become a fundamental ingredient pretty much everywhere on the planet.
And you can taste that global love everywhere you go. From the creamy tome in the Middle East and the classic aioli in France to the sweet, complex black garlic of Korea and the fiery chili garlic sauce of Vietnam, it's just so clear that garlic isn't just another ingredient. It's a cornerstone of culinary identity all over the world.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, from ancient tombs all the way to our modern kitchens, garlic's journey is really a reflection of our own.
Think about it. It's been a magical ward to protect us from evil, a folk remedy to cure our illnesses, and now it's a scientifically understood chemical powerhouse that flavors our food. Its story has changed right alongside our own understanding of the world.
Garlic has been there with us through it all. It's traveled with soldiers and sailors and migrants. It's been a constant companion through the rise and fall of empires, something we've turned to for both comfort and cure, proving its worth over and over and over again.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. After thousands of years of shared history, we're still uncovering the secrets of this incredible plant. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What on earth will we discover in its next clove?